Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Grace threatens to reveal Lee's Luna scheme and blackmails Finn to cover up the Liam scam. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful hint that Dr. John Finn Finnegan will be blackmailed by Dr. Grace Buckingham when he threatens to reveal the dishonest physician. Finn is one step closer to discovering the truth about the surgery scam run by Liam Spencer. Although he is not yet suspicious, he is on the verge of discovering that Liam has never had a brain tumor. He thinks the procedure was a bit too flawless. According to Liam, he feels nearly too normal for a few days after surgery. Finn was shocked to learn that, being a doctor himself, he is aware that it should take Liam a few weeks to return to normal. If nothing else, his head should hurt. However, Liam reports that he feels great and is neither weak or in discomfort. It worries Finn and is a warning sign. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn will discover proof that Grace defrauded Bill Spencer of $1 million for what may have been a phony operation. With assurance, Finn will corner Grace and demand that she return the money to Bill. He might bring up the fact that Bill can be cruel, and that she might suffer unimaginable repercussions if she doesn't tell him the truth. Grace is unlikely to confess to any wrongdoing. She might even claim to have saved Liam's life when speaking to the doctor. Liam might have passed away from the incurable brain tumor if she hadn't been there. According to spoilers, Finn will not be duped by Grace. He presents her with the evidence he has of her fraud. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Grace will have a strategy because she believes Finn will investigate Liam's operation. If Lee Finnegan doesn't back down, she intends to reveal the secret she found out about him. Grace will inform Finn that his mother is caring for Luna Nozawa, while concealing her in a hidden place. Lee falsified a death certificate in order to commit medical fraud. Finn demands evidence since he doesn't trust Grace. At that point, Grace displays a number of images of Luna in a makeshift hospital room, while Lee gives her medication via an 4-bag. Grace observes Finn's astonishment at the disclosure. He obviously was unaware of his mother's plan. At that point, Grace says that if Lee informs Bill about Liam, she would reveal his secret. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn will have to make a significant choice that may affect Lee down the road. Do you think Finn will inform Bill about Liam if doing so could put Lee in legal hot water, B&B fans? This is Lee's storyline's unexpected turn with Luna that Lee enjoys stealing corpses. Supporters remember the moment she removed Finn's remains from the hospital. She brought him back to health while feigning his death. She is now using Luna to perpetrate this prank. Lee felt sorry for Luna and thought she should be given another opportunity at life. When Luna initially came to Los Angeles, this was the same strict aunt who didn't want to interact with her. Luna eventually took a sinister turn and murdered several people. However, Lee believes she could provide Luna with the direction she sorely needs. She continues to hold her sister Poppy responsible for Luna's current state of affairs. Lee is keeping Luna alive, but why? Does she wish to forget her past? If such is the case, she is no better than Bill, who freed Luna from prison. He continues to pay for his errors. This plot was obvious to fans, and they would be engrossed if something happened. Only with Finn's assistance would the Lee keeping Luna alive plotline become compelling. I'd want to watch him enter and inquire about her well-being. What if Finn had been covertly complicit in his mother's scheme all along? By pretending to be unaware of his mother's situation, he may be trying to hide something from us. Finn may have known this secret all along. He has the option to separate from his mother and apologize for not parenting Luna. A second chance to get to know his daughter was something Finn wishes he had been granted. Lee revealed her truth to Finn, and now they are cooperating to keep her alive. In Italy, Sheila's suspicions take over and cause drama. Thursday, July 31, 2025. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Sheila has questions that Lee is unable to respond to. Steffi Forrester Finnegan was shocked to learn that Lee Finnegan had handled John Finn Finnegan's funeral preparations and had him cremated before Steffi could blink while Lee was keeping him hidden and tending to his medical needs. Sheila Carter questions Luna Nozawa in the same way as Steffi did Finn more than 3 years later. Since no one else is showing her granddaughter the respect she deserves, Sheila Carter only wants to do so. Lee avoids answering Sheila's queries and hedges with her. Maybe Sheila wouldn't have believed she could approach Lee if Lee hadn't been with her last week. The thought that she might not be able to say goodbye to Luna, a girl she recently met but who she loved and cared for deeply, breaks Sheila's heart. She still thinks the girl should have been given a chance. Despite his sentiments over Luna killing his two best buddies, Deacon Sharp at least supports his wife. Brooke Logan reflects on all of her enchanted memories at this particular location, because she has a lot to think about while in Italy. Some of the recollections involve Nick Marone, while others involve Ridge Forrester. Nick would disagree with Brooke's constant self-talk that Ridge is her final fate. Ridge and Nick butt heads and argue as Brooke stays giddy with thoughts of her past and romantic life. The half-brothers have always been at odds and hardly consider themselves siblings. As it happens, nothing has changed. In an attempt to convince Brooke that he is the ideal man for her, Nick brings up the fact that Ridge is getting married to Taylor Hayes. Nick makes a valid point, but will Ridge care if he starts thinking about Italy's romance? Sheila begs, Brooke's Italian crisis, Lee's patient. Finally, a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful is available. Sheila Carter Sharp makes a request of Lee Finnegan in today's episode. Speaking of the dishonest physician, she tends to Luna Nozawa, who is unconscious. In addition, Brooke Logan is experiencing a crisis in Italy. Brooke sits in the passenger seat of a speedboat driven by Ridge Forrester. While riding, they converse, but their voices are inaudible. At one moment, Brooke touches Ridge's arm with her hand. The boat passes through what appears to be a breathtaking view. A small, arching rock structure. Louisa Betcar and Eric Forrester welcome them when they finally dock. To prepare for the fashion show, they all file inside. Ridge is urged to make amends with Brooke by Eric, who pulls him aside. Ridge says he knows Nick Marone is in Naples as he walks up to Brooke. At least Nick tries, says Brooke. After Ridge gripes about Nick, the fashion display begins. Brooke looks amazing as she parades about. Everyone cheers, and the media requests additional images and information. There are never enough bridge photos, according to one photographer. Reluctantly, Ridge puts his arm around Brooke to take additional pictures. Regarding Ridge's engagement to Taylor Hayes, a reporter inquires. Eric reroutes the conversation before Ridge can respond. Brooke abruptly declares that enough and leaves. Ridge chases after her. Ridge makes an unsuccessful attempt to cheer Brooke up. Brooke explains that she can no longer do this while crying. They are on for 1 minute and off for another. She chastises him for repeatedly tearing out her heart and stomping on it. Ridge refuses her request to go. Nick needs the boat finished in the harbor. Get to Capri, please. Nick eventually finds a ride and makes it to the performance. Eric, however, informs Nick that he is not welcome there. Deacon Sharp observes that Sheila appears strange at Il Giardino. The server acknowledges that she misses Luna. Although Lee refuses to answer her messages, she has a right to know where her grandchild is. Sheila must bid farewell for the last time. Lee shows up at the restaurant out of the blue. She doesn't have time to chat because she is getting takeout. Sheila implores her to inform her of Luna's whereabouts so that she can bid her farewell. My granddaughter, what did you do with her? Lee swears not to let Luna die over in her own suite. The patient receives an intravenous injection from the physician. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester Creations crew will be packing up and leaving for Naples, Italy, once the shooting is over. Forrester, Ridge Logan, Brooke for the major scenes, Eric Forrester and Captain Nick Marone shot on location. It will be packed with excitement and must-see drama, just like any other trip to Europe organized by Forrester Creations. Taylor Hayes is not thrilled about Ridge and Brooke's European vacation. Nick Marone is therefore urged by Ridge's fiancée to travel to Europe and make every effort to win Brooke Logan over. But according to previews, chaos will break out when Nick gets to Italy. The cast and crew of The Bold and Beautiful have made a concerted effort to avoid giving away any spoilers about Europe. However, sneak peeks indicate that Ridge Forrester will have a near-death experience, and a major accident will occur in Naples. We are certain that Ridge and Brooke survive to return to Los Angeles, but what of John Forrester and Nick Marone? According to several daytime TV blogs, the Forrester patriarch is saved by his own half-brother after he ultimately goes too far. Reputable sources haven't yet verified or refuted those stories, though. However, if Ridge didn't wind up in the water, would it really be a trip to Europe? According to spoilers, Ridge will come to the realization that he is engaged to the wrong woman, and that Brooke Logan is the one for him after almost passing away. Taylor Hayes will be the odd woman out once more when Brooke and Ridge return to Los Angeles together.